Today we're talking about adding and subtracting like fractions. So I am on page 84 in your book. Make sure you are on page 84 as well and that you're writing down everything that I write down. These examples are all for you guys. So copy everything into your math journal and you will be awesome at adding and subtracting like fractions. So number 4 is 2/5 plus 2/5. When you are adding and subtracting fractions, the most important thing is that the denominator, what's the denominator? Try again. Yes, the denominators have to be the same in order to add and subtract the fractions. So in this problem, are the denominators the same? Yes, we have 5s on the bottom. So here's what we do. We keep the denominator the same. We do not change the bottom number. We just move it over and write it down. Then we add or subtract the top numbers. So what is 2 plus 2? 4. And that is all there is to adding and subtracting like fractions. When they say like fractions, they mean the denominator or the bottom numbers are the same. So we just add or subtract the top numbers, keep the bottom number the same. Let's do some more of these. Number 5. -3/4 plus 1/4. Again, I'm going to keep the bottom number what?
Same.
Yes. So I'm going to just write the 4 over here, and then I'm going to add or subtract the top numbers. What is -3 plus 1?
-2.
Yes, that was really fast. -2 is correct. So the answer to this one is -2/4. Let's keep going. Number 6 has a little twist, so we're going to have to do a little bit of extra work. Plus -2 and 2/9. Okay, remember, anytime we have a mixed number like this, when you have a big whole number and a fraction together, we have to change it to, does anybody remember the name of it? An improper fraction. That's where the top number is going to be bigger than your bottom number. So first, before we can add or subtract these two, we have to change them to improper fractions. So how do I do that?
You have to solve them.
Yes, how do I solve them?
Well, you have to add 9 plus 5 is 45.
Multiply, good. 9 times 5 is 45.
Then you add 25 plus 4.
45 plus 4, which is going to be 49. And I keep my bottom number the same. Good. And then bring down any negatives that were on the number before you started, okay? So let's do the same thing with -2 and 2/9. Cameron, are you with me? Okay, so we're going to, again, multiply 9 times 2. What's 9 times 2?
Is 18.
18. And then add 2 more. What's 18 plus 2? 20. And keep the bottom number the same, and then bring down that negative, because if we forget our negatives, we're definitely going to get it wrong. So you got to be really careful with the negatives. That's the trickiest part. And then we can just add or subtract. So Cameron, can you help us out? What is -49 plus -20? Negative what? Okay, it's a -49 plus a -20. Did you do it without a calculator? Did you do it without a calculator? Let me know. Email me. Let me know. There you go. Negative 69. Good. Because the signs are the same, so you actually add the numbers, and then the answer keeps the sign. And then the bottom number is 9. Good. It stays the same, so we keep it as a 9. Okay, so that one had a little bit more work in it because we had to change it to improper fractions before we could add or subtract. But just take your time and go through each process, and you're going to be awesome, and you're going to do well. Any questions about number 6 before I move on? Okay, if you have a question, email me. So let's keep going. 3/8 minus 7/8. I want you guys to solve this one by yourself, and I'll come back in a minute. So pause the video here and let you know if you got the answer right. I'm back. I hope you paused it and solved it by yourself. So tell me if you guys got the same answer. Give me a thumbs up. Yay! I got some thumbs up in here. I hope you do too, Tiffany. So we just keep the bottom number the same, 8, and then I add or subtract the top numbers. 3 minus 7 is negative 4. All right, let's make some room. So we're going to erase these. So pause and write them down if you didn't get them yet. And then we're going to come back and do a couple more problems. Number 8 is a little bit tricky. I am not going to give you one of these in this section on your own, but we're going to work through this one together. So first, I'm going to change the mixed number to an improper fraction, the negative 6 and 1/6. So I'm going to multiply 6 times 6. What's 6 times 6? 36. And then plus 1. 37. And then keep the bottom number the same. And I'm going to bring down the negative sign. Now, what I have here is 8 over my invisible 1. So I have to figure out how to get a 6 on the bottom. Because remember, I can only add and subtract fractions if they have the same denominator. And right now, 1 and 6 are not the same. So I'm going to make a 6 on the bottom. And if I made a 6 on the bottom, what did I multiply 1 by to get 6? 6. So if I multiplied the bottom by 6, I have to multiply the top by 6. What's 8 times 6?
No, I can't do
8 times 6. It's a rush. It's a race. Yes.
84. Or 48.
48. Okay. I was like, wait, 84? 48 is correct. So now that I have the same bottom numbers, I can subtract these two fractions. So again, Cameron, can you help us? What is 48 minus 37? 11. And keep the bottom number the same. Good. Okay, so again, I'm not going to give you one of these in the adding and subtracting like fractions because it's not really adding and subtracting like fractions. I just want to show you how it's done. And then next week when we do unlike fractions, you'll see more how to do this. So number 9, again, what am I going to do first? Yes. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have music playing in the background. I wonder what that's doing to my video. Hold on, I'm going to stop it. So sorry. Hopefully you could still hear us through all that music. Okay, so we're going to multiply. 7 times 1 is how much?
7 times 1 is
7.
7.
And 7 plus 3? 10. Keep the bottom number the same, and then bring down the negative. Now, same thing over here, Cameron. 2 times 7.
2 times 7. Oh, Cameron. 1. You have 7 and 14.
14 plus 2.
14 plus 2 would be 16.
Good. 16. And keep the bottom number the same. And then make sure you bring down all those negative signs that we had in that one. Now, what's the special rule in this one with the negative signs?
2 negatives equals positive.
Yes, if there's 2 negatives right next to each other, they turn each other positive. So now, Cameron, I have negative 10 plus 16. What is negative 10 plus 16?
Negative 10 plus 16 is 6.
It is 6. Bella is like rocking away with the mental math today. Wow. Okay, that is correct. So that's all there is to it. Just add or subtract the top numbers. Keep the bottom numbers the same. If you're doing IXL, you might need a whiteboard or your math journal to kind of write these down so you don't get confused if you're working with the improper fractions and the mixed numbers. Email me if you have any questions, and I will see you next time.